Hi, I'm Shreya, but you can call me Shri. Welcome to this journey through humanities. Today, we're exploring government jobs, civil services, a key chapter in our course, people, power, and the policy state. We'll look at what civil services are, why they matter, and how they shape the nation every day. From running welfare programs to upholding justice, civil servants are the engine of governance. We'll talk about exams like UPSC, key roles, and inspiring stories, plus how you, too, can IM to be one of them. Let's get started. Roots in British colonial administration, ICS. Civil services in India started during British rule. The Indian Civil Services, or ICS, were created to help the British control India more efficiently. Only British citizens were allowed to become ICS officers then. The system was strict and centralized, and it helped shape the way we manage administration even today. This colonial legacy formed the base for today's civil services. Transition, post-1947, birth of IAS and modern civil services. After independence, India needed its own civil servants. That's when the Indian Administrative Service, IAS, was born, along with other services like IPS. These services were now meant to serve a democratic government and the people, not colonial rulers. The Constitution gave them a legal place through Article 312. It was the start of a new, people-first system. Structure: All India, Central, and State Services. Civil services are divided into three groups: All India services like IAS, IPS, and IFS, Central services like IRS, and state services such as SDM and DSP. All India officers serve both state and central governments. Central officers work for the national departments, while state officers handle local administration. Each has a different but important role. Key institutions: DOPT, UPSC, and state PSCs. DOPT is the department that manages policy and training for IAS officers. The UPSC is the body that conducts exams for central civil services. Each state also has its own public service commission for recruiting officers. These institutions make sure only deserving candidates get selected and trained properly. Executing laws and policies. Core administrative role. Once laws are made, civil servants make sure they're followed. They plan how the laws will be put into action and supervise their results. For example, if a law promises free school meals, bureaucrats ensure the food reaches every student. They're the bridge between government decisions and people's lives. Managing public welfare and development programs. Officers run important programs like MNREGA for rural jobs and PMAY for housing. They track how these programs are working and fix any problems. They work with villagers and local leaders. This helps uplift poor communities and make sure no one is left behind. They are real change makers on the ground, maintaining stability and crisis response during floods, pandemics, or protests. Civil servants lead rescue and relief efforts. They make fast decisions, arrange supplies, and coordinate emergency teams. Their role in keeping peace and order is huge. Imagine them like captains of a ship during a storm. They guide everyone to safety. UPSC versus state services. What's the difference? UPSC conducts exams for national-level posts, like IAS and IPS. State Public Service Commissions recruit for roles in their own states. While one works across India, the other focuses locally. But both are equally important. They both select people to serve citizens and run the system. UPSC, CSE stages, prelims, mains, interview. The UPSC exam has 3 parts. First is the prelims, a multiple-choice test. Then come the mains, a detailed written exam. Finally, the interview, or personality test. It checks how you think, decide, and act under pressure. It's not just about facts. It's about wisdom, tips and strategy for exam preparation. Start early. Read newspapers daily, study your inserts, and build curiosity about the world. Use websites and videos to learn at your pace. Keep a timetable and stay consistent. UPSC isn't a one-day effort. It's like training for a marathon, one step every day. Myths and realities about UPSC. Many think only toppers clear UPSC. Not true. Many average students do it with hard work. Coaching is not compulsory. Self-study can work well. One failure doesn't mean the end. Most civil servants succeed after learning from mistakes. Believe in your journey. Policy making and advising ministers. Civil servants help leaders write policies. They do research, give legal advice, and suggest how to implement ideas. Ministers often rely on them to make decisions. They don't just follow orders. They help shape them. They're the brains behind big changes, leading implementation of major schemes. Schemes like Swachh Bharat and Digital India need strong execution. Civil servants plan, budget, and monitor these programs. They connect with teams and communities. They make big ideas work on the ground. Their leadership is what makes change happen. Development, rural to urban transformation. Whether it's building toilets in villages or flyovers in cities, civil servants are there. They help both urban and rural areas grow. They make sure development is fair and inclusive. Their work reduces the gap between rich and poor, city and village. Importance of inclusive representation. It's important that officers come from all parts of India, different castes, genders, and regions. Reservation policies help make this happen. A diverse service means fairer decisions. When people see someone like them in power, they feel heard and respected. How civil servants stay accountable. Civil servants must answer to the people. Anyone can ask for information using RTI. People can file complaints and give feedback. Officials are reviewed based on performance. It keeps them honest and focused on public good. Promoting civic responsibility and rights. They also teach people about their rights. Officers conduct voter drives, awareness sessions, and legal literacy camps. They visit schools and talk to students. They help create responsible, active citizens. They build democracy from the ground up. Different civil service roles and daily duties. An IAS might manage a whole district. An IPS leads police teams. An IRS handles tax audits. Each role is different but powerful. They work behind the scenes to keep India running smoothly and fairly. Inspiring stories of civil servants. T.N. Seshan cleaned up India's elections. Kiran Bedi reformed prisons and inspired women. Armstrong Palme built a road for his village without government money. These stories show that one person can truly change lives. How you can begin your journey. Your journey starts today. Read, ask questions, and explore. Dream big. Maybe one day you'll be the officer in charge.